Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Well, actually, this is not a video. This is a vlog. As you may have noticed, if you've been around the channel for a while, I never vlog. I think I watch people who vlog and I think, wow, they're great. How do they make their life so interesting? But it is, they don't, they just live average lives, but they make them really fun and interesting. I don't know how to do that. My life is not interesting at all, and I think, why would anybody watch anything about, me living my life? So I've never vlogged or talked about myself a lot. But that's what this is. This is a first in the series of me traveling to Alaska. I am here in Alaska now. I'm up at Hatcher's Pass, which is a beautiful mountain drive through, that's about 50 miles north of Anchorage. It's just fantastic. Any car can make it. I got a little tiny piece of crap car now, and I'll tell you all about that. So this is a trip that I'm going to take to Alaska. I'm starting in Pahrump, Nevada, and I'm going to drive to Seattle, and there I'm picking up my son. I have a 32-year-old son who lives in Anchorage. He was born in Anchorage. I lived there all my life, Anchorage, Alaska. And, I don't get to see him enough because he lives in Alaska and I live in the lower 48. And it's expensive and time-consuming to travel to and from. So what I'm doing is I'm buying a car, a really old car that it's in really super shape. He's going to fly to Seattle. I'm going to pick him up, and we're going to drive the Alaska Highway, the Alcan, as we in Alaska I've always called it that, and everyone I know in Alaska calls it that. And we are going to drive the Alcan to Alaska. He was born and raised there, so, he's an Alaskan, but he's never driven the Alcan. And I said, well, I'll drive up and you can come with me, and I'm going to leave this car, and it's going to stay there and live the rest of its life in Alaska. And it'll be my summer home. It's really pretty cheap, anywhere from $500 to $800 to fly to Alaska round trip. So, but it's the expenses once you get there. It's terribly expensive place to live or be a tourist in. But if you have my car there and I can live in my car, it will be my second home, my Alaska getaway. And a month or two every summer, I'll fly up, spend some time seeing with him, doing things with him, and then I'll fly back home, leave the car there in storage. That way I can eliminate nearly all of the outrageous costs of traveling in Alaska. Gas, surprisingly, is not that much more. It's not really any more at all. I'm paying $3.65 for a gallon of gas, and in August of 2024, that's mostly what I was paying in the lower 48 in Nevada and Arizona, where I spend a lot of my time. That way I'm not renting a car, I'm not renting a hotel, I'm not staying in hotels as I travel. All that's eliminated. It makes traveling into Alaska pretty cheap. I'm paying $2,000 for this car, and I know the owner, and it's in real good shape. I have complete confidence in its reliability, but it's sure ugly. I got it cheap. So follow along. I'll do vlog posts as I go of the places I go and places I see. I'll do blog posts about the drive to Alaska in Canada, then in Alaska. And once I get to Alaska, I'll drive all around so that you'll know and see the prettiest, best, easiest to get to places in Alaska. So when you come, you can not miss something great and maybe not go to something that's not really worth seeing. So I will show all that to you, and hopefully it will be of benefit to you. If you ever come to Alaska, you'll have all that information in front of you. You can come and stand right where I'm standing. I'll make a video about this and everywhere else I go. And I'll talk about the drive to Alaska, the vehicle preparation. A big thing is which roads you choose on the way up or on the roads to Canada. I'm going to break it down into two videos, one on driving to Canada and entering Canada, and then another video on driving the Alcan in Canada. Some of the things you need to know, where you're going to camp. That's a big one for a lot of people. Where am I going to camp? I don't want to spend all that money on camping because I can't afford it. So this is going to be how to travel to Alaska as cheaply as possible. That's really the goal. And also, it's 2024, August 2024 right now. And next summer, in July of 2025, my friend Linda is putting together a Vanstock, a great big gathering here in Alaska. And I know a lot of you would be interested in coming up here for that. I will be here, and I'll get to meet you and say hi, and anyone that's there. And you get to drive to Alaska. So if you're planning on coming next year, that's a lot of what this is, helping you to prepare for that drive. So come back in my next video and we'll talk about the car I'm driving, and then we'll have other videos about routes and planning and safety and everything you need to know about driving to Alaska. So come back and watch all the vlogs, and you'll be amazed at the stunning beauty of Alaska. And if you want to come to Alaska someday, teach you all about doing that. If you got anything out of this video, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you on the next vlog of traveling to Alaska. See you then.